I'm a pothead on a calorie deficit, and welcome to another episode of What the Fuck Am I Gonna Eat That's High in Protein, Low in Calories. And I know your big back high ass is always motherfucking hungry, and the munchies are hitting at 11 p.m. and you're craving something sweet. So my big back bestie, vamos a hacer una gelatina de fresa. And of course, we're gonna try to keep it with the lowest amount of calories and the highest amount of protein, because when the munchies do hit, the last thing you wanna be doing is having any motherfucking snacks that's filled with sugar and filled with motherfucking calories. You know when you go to a piñata and you see those gelatinas de mosaico that they're all fucking delicious because they're made with condensed milk? We're gonna make something similar, except we're gonna use a sugar-free packs of jello, and I'm gonna be using the strawberry flavor, and we're gonna be using Greek yogurt and whole milk. And if you have the high protein milk, that's perfect. I just didn't have any, and if you want to add protein powder, you absolutely can do so at whatever fucking point in time that you would like. You're gonna start off by making your water-based jello, which I use the smallest pack, and just follow the instructions and let that solidify. And then the next day, once that was solidified, I went ahead and made my milk-based jello, and I started up by heating up 2 cups of milk. And what I should have done was boiled 1 cup of milk and dissolved the jello into that cup of water, and then added my 1 cup of milk. But anyway, I started with the 2 cups of milk, and it's all motherfucking good. It was a little bit grainy, and all that's gonna happen is you're just gonna have to mix a little bit more than if we would have dissolved it in the water. But it probably adds a little bit more protein anyway. And again, I'm going to make a different flavor because my son doesn't like strawberry. So I'm going to choose a different flavor to make. And I am going to be using the vanilla high protein milk. So once everything is dissolved into the milk, you are going to add 2 cups of Greek yogurt. And bitch, when you are mixing, be motherfucking careful because my bowl started getting too fucking small for my recipes. So just make sure that you are careful, because after making this recipe, the last thing you want to do is also make yourself fucking clean up. That's one thing I fucking hate. Once you see that everything is smooth and it starts getting like a thick consistency, you're going to go ahead and bring out your water-based jello, and you're going to start cutting it into squares. And wherever you're going to make it, if you want to make individual servings, or if you want to use a big container like I did, whatever the fuck you want to do, you can go ahead and do so at that time. And then you're going to start off by those little squares that you cut up. You're going to go ahead and add those squares. And then we're going to pour in our milk-based jello just to cover it up. And then once you start eating it, you're going to get the little pieces of the water base and the milk base, and it's going to be fucking delicious. And I also made a little one for my son's girlfriend. So once you get that going, you're going to go ahead and continue that. You're going to add more little water squares, and then you're going to fucking top it off with the rest of your milk-based jello. And I was so excited to try it. I already knew it was going to be fucking delicious, because even when I go to the fruteria, they always have the mosaico jellos, but I know they're full of the condensed milk, and it's like a small portion for so much motherfucking sugar. And bitch, that's exactly where that fucks us. Just eating all that extra little sugar, that even though it's a little bit, it's like a shit ton of sugar. So we're going to do the waiting game. My son said that his girlfriend said it was fucking delicious, and I was so excited to try it, and I did. It was fucking good. I recommend